Hi, I'm Lori Jaglois.
And I'm Bob Taylor.
And we're here with the news you can use for the month of March. And what is happening this month, Bob?
Well, Lori, as you know, we've got news you can use going out on a regular basis. We have it going out to 4 different segments. We have one going to our brokers, and it gives people a look at the 30,000 foot level. We have one that goes to sales managers. I was one for a while, and we always struggled for content.
Good content for our sales meetings, absolutely.
It's a must. If you have good content, they will show up.
They will come.
And then we have a segment that goes out to our membership in general, and we also have one that goes to our affiliates. In many instances, it's stuff that they don't generally see and might not have access to otherwise. The one we're going to focus on today, and this is coming out this week, is what's called a seller's counseling session. This is critical.
Yep, they say in my over 30 years, they've always said listings are the name of the game. So
they are, and they're always tough to get, and especially in a market like this, having a listing is a paycheck, having a buyer is gas in the car. Actually putting gas in the car, not getting paid to do it. Anyway, so we've got 10 different reasons why you should have a seller's counseling session. One of them is to demonstrate your value.
Very important.
If you can't demonstrate a value proposition, they're going to list with the person who can. The next one that we would want to talk about is setting expectations. And don't be bashful about telling the seller the truth if they have unrealistic expectations, because that's what it took to get the listing. It's going to be a nightmare until the listing is gone, one way or the other.
It's important that the sales associate understands their expectations.
Correct. Make sure that you and the seller are on the same page so that they understand what's necessary, how the process is going to work, and you understand what it is they need to have done so that they're going to be a happy camper when it comes time to a closing. Risk reduction, always a critical issue. Brokers are always concerned about that. Let's see. Explain what you can and can't do. Sometimes sellers ask you to do stuff that's not quite the way it should be, may verge on illegal, and you need to be able to make certain that they understand that. Outline the process. Boy, you know, I can't think of how many times I've sat down with a seller and started to describe the process only to have them be absolutely amazed at how much things have changed since the last time they had to sell their house. So that's critical. Make sure that you position the property properly, and also make certain that you have an understanding with the seller about positioning the property, because the reality is if they don't price it properly, it's going to take a while, far longer to sell. And also understand that once they put their house on the market, they've changed the positioning in the market, and they need to reevaluate it as soon as they put the house on the market to make sure things haven't shifted. Explain your fees. You're worth what you do. You all know that. Make sure that the seller understands that. Gather the preferences they have for how they want to do stuff, and then provide resources. The more you are viewed as a valuable resource, the more likely you are to get the listing, service the listing, and get the listing closed. Anything else you can think of that should get added to this list?
Well, they should know that the sellers are educated today, and they need to be just as educated as the sellers, if not more. So take the time to know the market. And there's the news you can use for the month of March.
Great, thank you.